You know that feeling when you really want to say something in English, but your heart starts pounding, your palms get sweaty, and the words just don't come out? Yeah, I get it. That fear of speaking English, it's real. It's frustrating. It's that voice in your head that whispers, "What if I make a mistake? What if they laugh at me? What if I sound stupid?" But here's the truth. You're not alone. Millions of people all over the world feel the exact same fear. The good news? You can overcome it. And today, we're going to break it all down, step by step, so that by the end of this video, you won't just understand how to beat that fear. You'll feel ready to actually speak English with confidence. I'm not here to give you a quick tip or a hack. I want to go deep with you. We're going to talk about why you feel this fear, how to train your mind to handle it, and most importantly, how to practice in a way that makes speaking English feel natural, not scary. So let's start at the beginning. Why are you scared to speak English? Most people think their fear comes from not knowing enough English words. But that's not the whole story, right? Think about it. You might already know enough to have a simple conversation. You know how to say hello, ask how someone is doing, talk about your day. So why do you still freeze? The answer is this. Fear isn't about English. Fear is about judgment. You're not really afraid of the language. You're afraid of making a mistake. You're afraid of people looking at you funny. You're afraid they'll think you're not smart. And this fear doesn't start the moment you open your mouth. It starts in your mind. Before you even say a word, your brain starts screaming, "What if I say it wrong? What if they don't understand me? What if they laugh?" That inner voice kills your confidence before you even try. But here's something important to understand. Mistakes are not your enemy. Mistakes are your teacher. Think about how you learned your first language. When you were a kid, you didn't worry about grammar, pronunciation, or vocabulary. You just spoke. You said funny, broken sentences. You mixed up words. You even made up words. And guess what? You learned. But now, as an adult, you feel like you need to be perfect. You think, "I'll speak when I know enough English. I'll speak when I'm ready." Here's the problem. You'll never feel ready if you don't start speaking now. Step 1. Change the way you think about mistakes. The first step to overcoming fear is to redefine what mistakes mean. Right now, you probably see mistakes as failure, but actually, mistakes are proof that you are learning. Imagine a little child learning to walk. They fall hundreds of times. Do they feel ashamed? Do they say, "Oh no, I fell, I will never walk again"? No. They just get up and try again. That's exactly how you should see English mistakes. Every time you say something wrong, you're one step closer to saying it right. So from today, I want you to start saying this sentence in your head. Mistakes are my practice, not my shame. Because the more mistakes you make, the faster you learn. Step 2. Stop waiting to be ready. So many English learners tell themselves, "I'll start speaking when I learn more grammar," or "I'll practice after I finish this course," or "maybe next month when I have more time." But let me tell you a secret. You will never feel 100% ready. Language is not something you learn first and use later. Language is something you learn by using it. Think about swimming. You can read every book about swimming. You can watch every video. But if you never get into the water, you'll never learn to swim. English is the same. You learn to speak English by speaking English. Even if you only know 50 words, you can start speaking. Even if your sentences are broken, you can start speaking. The longer you wait, the scarier it feels. But the moment you start, even with tiny, imperfect steps, the fear begins to shrink. Step 3. Speak to yourself first. Here's a trick that almost no one talks about, and it's powerful. If speaking to other people feels too scary right now, start by speaking to yourself. Yes, it might sound funny, but it works. Here's how you can do it. Talk about your day out loud. When you wake up, describe what you're doing. I'm brushing my teeth. I'm making coffee. I'm leaving for work. Pretend you're teaching. Explain how to cook a dish, fix something, or describe a movie you like, out loud in English. Practice thinking in English. When you see something, try to name it in English. When you have a thought, try to say it in English instead of translating it later. Why does this work? Because it removes the fear of judgment. You can make mistakes without anyone hearing. You get used to hearing your own voice in English. The more you do this, the more natural speaking feels. And when you finally talk to someone else, it won't feel like jumping into cold water. It'll feel like a natural next step. Step 4. Learn simple survival phrases. Sometimes fear comes from not knowing what to say if you get stuck. Here's the solution. Learn a few simple phrases that save you in any conversation. For example, sorry, can you repeat that? I don't know this word. How do you say it? Can you speak a little slower? What does that mean? These phrases are powerful because they keep the conversation going. Think about it. What usually happens when you don't understand something? You panic, you freeze, you go silent. But when you have these phrases ready, you don't freeze. You take control. You stay in the conversation. And the best part? Native speakers will respect you for trying. They will slow down, explain, and help you. So write these survival phrases down. Practice them until they feel natural, and you'll feel safer in every conversation. Step 5. Practice with low-pressure partners. Here's another secret. Not everyone is the right person to practice with. If you practice with someone who interrupts you, corrects you every 2 seconds, or laughs at your mistakes, you'll feel even more nervous. Instead, find safe partners, people who are patient, kind, and maybe also learning English. This could be a friend or family member who speaks English, another learner online. You can use apps, language exchange groups, or social media. Even a tutor, but one who makes you feel comfortable, not pressured. The key here is low pressure. You don't need someone to test you. You need someone to talk with. The more you speak in these safe zones, the more confidence you build. Then, when you face bigger situations, like talking to strangers or speaking in public, it won't feel so scary. Step 6. Control your body, calm your mind. Let's talk about something important. The physical side of fear. Have you noticed how your body reacts when you're nervous? Your heart races, your hands shake, your voice trembles. This isn't just in your head. It's your body's fight or flight response. Your brain thinks speaking English is dangerous, like a tiger is chasing you. But you can train your body to calm down. Here's how. Breathe slowly before you speak. Take a deep breath in, hold for 2 seconds, then breathe out slowly. This tells your brain, it's okay, I'm safe. Stand or sit up straight. Good posture sends confidence signals to your brain. When you slouch, you feel smaller. When you stand tall, you feel stronger. Smile, even a little. Smiling relaxes your face and makes your voice sound more confident. Try this next time you feel nervous. Breathe, stand tall, smile. Your brain will slowly learn that speaking English is not danger, it's just conversation. Step 7. Build tiny wins every day. Here's something you need to know. Confidence doesn't come in one big moment. It comes in small wins. Don't wait for a big day when you suddenly speak English fluently. Instead, collect small victories. Order coffee in English. Ask a stranger for directions in English. Join a short English chat online. Leave a comment on a YouTube video in English. Each time you succeed, even if it's tiny, your brain says, "See, that wasn't so bad." And slowly, the fear gets smaller and smaller. Step 8. Stop comparing yourself to others. Let's be honest. One reason you feel afraid is because you compare yourself. You hear someone speaking English fluently, and you think, "I'll never be like that." But listen carefully. Everyone has their own speed. Some people learn fast. Some people need more time. Some people have been practicing for years. Some just started. Comparison is poison. It doesn't push you forward. It keeps you stuck. Instead, compare yourself to yourself. Ask, do I speak better than last month? Can I say more today than I could yesterday? That's the only comparison that matters. Step 9. Remember, nobody is judging you as much as you think. This is the biggest mindset shift you can make. You feel like everyone is analyzing your English, counting your mistakes, laughing inside when you say something wrong. But here's the truth. People don't care as much as you think. Most people are focused on themselves. They might not even notice your mistakes. And even if they do, they don't care. Think about the times you hear someone speaking your native language with mistakes. Do you laugh at them? Do you think they're stupid? Of course not. You probably respect them for trying. The same is true for you. The moment you understand this, your fear starts to lose power. Final thought. Speak anyway. Here's the most important thing I can tell you. Fear doesn't go away before you speak. Fear goes away because you speak. You can read every book, watch every video, memorize every tip. But at some point, you have to open your mouth. You'll feel nervous. You'll make mistakes. Your voice might shake, but that's okay. Because every time you speak, the fear gets smaller. So speak today. Speak badly if you have to. Speak with mistakes. Speak with an accent. Just speak. Because the more you do, the sooner you'll wake up one day and realize you're not scared anymore.